strawberries, blueberries. If it's fresh, you can probably find it and pick it here in Adams County year-round. My favorite? Apples. Well, because I'm a sucker for apple pie, apple butter, apple jam, and of course, hard cider. That's where Ben Wenk picks up the story. Nice place you got here. What do you have, 500 acres here?
A little short of 500 acres, 450 or so, yeah.
Oh my gosh, and seventh generation?
Seventh generation to farm in the area, yeah.
And we're talking primarily apples,
Yep.
right? A lot of apples. What kind of apples are you growing out here?
At least 50 varieties last time I stopped to count. Apples for grocery stores, apples for products like applesauce and apple juice.
Right.
And then apples for making alcoholic cider as well.
Which is, frankly, my favorite. But did I understand this correctly? Did you say that you can trace back any Macintosh apple you pick up, you can pretty much figure out what tree it came from? What are you talking about? That's crazy.
Sure. So all apples that are in commercial orchards are really kind of two organisms grafted together. You have a root stock, and then you have the scion, or the variety that you're trying to grow, and all of those varieties are kind of propagated and reproduced by cuttings. So they're all genetically similar. They all have to be cut from an existing tree of that variety and then grafted by your nurseryman onto a rootstock, and the rootstock kind of controls how that tree grows, to what size, what height, how it branches, different diseases and pests it might be more or less susceptible to.
Right.
A variety of things.
I mean, you're like, what is it, the 4th largest in the state or something? It's like something.
Yeah, it's the 5th largest county by production in the United States is Adams County, Pennsylvania.
You literally can take a bushel, for lack of a better description, of apples, and based on what you put in that bushel, you already have an idea of what you think it's going to taste like coming out as cider?
Sure. Well,
that's crazy. Like that, to me, that's awesome.
You know, every year's different, and in that ways it's very similar to making a wine. Like this year's quality of, let's say, Arlet apples is, you know, it's a little bit better at fruit than what we worked with last year. You can kind of, you know, do different things based on, you know, what the apples are telling you to do. You know, it's not very formulaic. We're really kind of letting nature and letting the apples decide what the most appropriate use for them is every time we're trying to blend a cider.
How's the culinary scene here at Adams County these days?
It's coming on fast, and you know, so many of the agricultural products and the produce that's used in some of these fine dining restaurants in DC, Baltimore, Philadelphia, it's grown right here. And to see local chefs embracing that opportunity of being so close to the source and using those products in really fun, creative ways it makes me really proud to be from Adams County. It's a really awesome up-and-coming thing.
How do you describe Gettysburg and Adams County to somebody who's never been here before?
A lot of the things that I'm traveling to go see, whether it be, you know, the rolling hills of Napa Valley, or you know, taking in some history, or you know, dining at nice restaurants, like we have a lot of those things right here that I go and I have those experiences. It just makes me more proud to be back home at the end of the day. It's beautiful here.